Hello everyone. So today I'm going to tell you how to create a beautiful envelope and then gift it to someone on the occasion of Rakhi or be it any occasion. So let's get started. Firstly, you have to make around 40 tight coils. You can also change or customize the quantity of tight coils according to the length of your envelope. Here I have made about 40 tight coils. Now for the strip I have taken one full strip of light green color and half strip of dark blue color, and then I have joined them using Fevicol, and I have rolled from the green side, and have made a tight coil as you can see. Now moving on to our next part, for the middle piece I have made these leaf shape or marquees. Now for this I have taken half strip of orange color and half strip of brown color and joined them together and started from the orange end, and then I have made a loose coil and then a leaf shape. You have to make approx, I have made approx 10 to 11 leaf shapes. Now you can also customize this quantity according to the length of your envelope. Now here I have used my quilling board, you can also call it quilling stencil, but I have used this just for the sake of the size of my leaves. It is not at all necessary that you have to get this board and then only you will be able to make it. It's just for the purpose of size, so that my leaves come out to be of same size. My leaves are ready along with my tight coils. Now I'll arrange this on the envelope. For arranging this, I'll make two rows of tight coils and in between I'll add the leaves. First, we'll make one row of tight coil, then we'll add the leaves, and then we'll add the second row, like this. First, we have to place tight coils in one row. After adding the first row of tight coils, we have added our leaf. What I mean to say is, don't add the two rows of tight coils and then keep the leaf for the last, and that we'll add the leaf at the last in the middle. No, that will create a problem. Your rows will not be symmetrical. So first add one row, then add the leaf, and then add the top row. Now for the next part we'll need tweezers, which looks like this. We are going to make scrolls, uh, and for this we'll need tweezers. It can't be done with the help of quilling needle. Now for the scrolls I have taken 6 strips. Okay, the first strip I have taken is red, then I have taken as yellow, then I have taken 2 green, then 1 orange again, and then 1 red again. Okay, and the length of these strips depends on the length of the scroll you want to make. Here I have taken a half strip of each color. Okay, Now I am joining these strips using Fevicol. Now one thing to note is that you have to apply Fevicol only at the end, that is at the tips, and not on the whole scroll. Okay, look at the video carefully and do the same. I have just applied the Fevicol at the ends and not on the whole scroll. Okay. Now, due to the lockdown, I couldn't also find proper craft or quilling tweezers, so I'll be using this eyebrow plucker. Another thing is it won't give the same smooth finish as the craft tweezers, but for the time being, we'll use these. Okay. Now you just have to hold the end which you have sticked, and you will just coil it in the same way you coil a strip using quilling needle, and you will get something like this. Now this is the most important part. What you have to do is you have to pull each strip a little bit from the lower end so that all the strips look separated. For the last strip you can just push it upwards, and for all the other one you can just pull them downwards, and it will give a very good effect as we have used different colors. So now our scroll is ready. Now what we'll do is we'll cut the remaining strips and then join them in the same way as we have done in the beginning using Fevicol, like this. See, I have a suggestion for you all. Whatever color you use, I'm not telling you to use the same colors as I have used. Whatever color you use, but you should always remember the color combinations. That you should be checking on the contrast. That if you are using dark colors, what light colors are going along with it. Use both dark and light colors. Then only your any quilling project will look good. It's not that you have just used the light colors or you have just used the dark ones. The best quilling projects are those which have both the colors in the right proportions, that is the color combination is good. Now we'll just paste our scrolls on the envelope. Now I have made two scrolls, that is I have made one long scroll and then one short scroll, and then I'll paste them together starting from a common point, like this. Another thing to keep in mind is whenever you are applying Fevicol on a scroll like this or a wing, this is called either a scroll or a wing. So whenever you are applying Fevicol on it, always remember to spread it using your fingers or a brush. Fingers will give more neatness, so I'll suggest you to spread it using your finger, because when the Fevicol will be dried completely, it will shine through your paper. It will give a shine which won't look good. Therefore, in order to make your quilling project look neat, you should always remove the excess Fevicol from the bottom of any quilling object which you are pasting on a paper or on your base. I have created two tight coil teardrops using the same tight coil I have created for the rose at the bottom, and I'll paste these tight coils above my scrolls to balance the colors. Our envelope is ready now, as you can see. If you enjoyed the tutorial, if you liked the tutorial, do like this video and subscribe to my channel and share it, obviously, as it gives me an encouragement to make more tutorials for you people. Thank you. Have a nice day.